Alright, so we're talking about derivatives and graphing. So you'll be able to use different tests and prior knowledge to graph functions and derivatives. Okay, we're get down the goal now. Know what you're accomplishing by the end of the period. Prior knowledge being stuff like, how do you find x-intercepts? Said what equals 0? Said the equation equals 0 and solve for x. And things like, how do you find the y-intercept?
Plug in 0 for x.
Plug in 0 for x and solve for y. So things like that. Other prior knowledge being, when you have a rational function that you have to graph.
No.
Yes, you can graph it. This will be on a non-calculator type section. How do you find the vertical asymptotes of a rational function? You said the denominator equals 0. How do you find the horizontal asymptotes? Look at the degrees. If they're equal,
0. No, the bottom is
if the bottom is greater, it's y equals 0. If the
coefficients.
degrees are equal, you look at the coefficients. Good stuff.
Good job, Brian. Woo!
All right. And different things like that. Okay. Also keep in mind that quadratics look like a U, cubics look like this, so on and so forth. Okay. So keep all those things are prior knowledge to help you here. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about. No. All right. So one thing is that when you're looking at your tangent line and it has a negative slope, then that means that your derivative is decreasing on that particular interval. Okay? No, so like, okay, so this is the original. Okay, you see how the slope of the tangent line is negative?
Yeah.
So then that basically means that when the derivative is less than 0 and the derivative is negative, that means it's decreasing on a particular interval from A to B. So because because it doesn't matter what tangent lines you're looking at for this function, it could have been tangent line here, or the tangent line there, or even the tangent line here. Every single one of these slopes is negative because we're decreasing. And then once we hit that actual minimum, the slope is 0. Okay? So one thing we can know is that if we're given a function, we find the derivative, and it is less than 0 from whatever values, we know that the graph of the original function is going down. It's decreasing. And vice versa, when the tangent line has a positive slope, the function is increasing at that point. So, because all your tangent lines have positive slopes, that basically lets us know that when the derivative is greater than 0, then we know the original function is increasing from point A to point B. Okay? That is why we find the derivative. It definitely tells us on the original graph what's happening. In order to figure this out, clearly you have to figure out where the graph is neither increasing or decreasing. Basically find out where it's constant or where the particle is at rest. Basically set the derivative equal to 0. Because then what's happening on the left and right of those values is going to either be increasing or decreasing. Okay? Right. You need to find all the vertices of all your humps. Okay, your maxes and your mins. So we're going to look at a couple examples that I want you guys to go ahead and give a whirl to. And y'all just look future. The visual is just here for you guys to see what's happening. Okay? Okay, yeah. Okay, pictures are fine, but all the extra stuff. Alright, so here we go. We're going to determine the intervals where the function is increasing and when it's decreasing. We have 4 different functions here. I'll do one with you. Do the other on your own. Yes, I'm doing the easy one. Yes. Because honestly, guys, all you're doing is one, you're finding the derivative. You're going to set the derivative equal to 0. Then make a number line. Okay? So what's the derivative of this function? 4x to the third. You take that and you set that equal to 0. Divide by 4. Cube root. And clearly x is what? 0. So that basically means at 0, you're but there's something happening for everything that's less than 0 and everything that's greater than 0. So to figure out what that is, you pick test points. What's the number that's less than 0?
-1.
What's the number that's greater than 0?
1.
And then you plug it into what? You plug each of these test points into what?
The derivative.
The derivative. Because we're trying to see if the derivative is less than 0, it's decreasing. The derivative is greater than 0, it's increasing. So when we plug in -1 into 4x to the third.
-4.
Say again? -4, so it's a negative. When you plug in a +1.
Positive.
So wherever it's less than 0, it's decreasing. Wherever it's greater than 0, it's increasing. So your intervals are from -infinity to 0, and you're increasing from 0 to infinity. All right? I want you guys to do B, C, and D.